The Vedic thought process on education and knowledge building, knowledge construction is very different from how modern schooling or modern education system functions. There is a foundational difference. First foundational difference is that the goal, right? What is this trying to achieve? You take anything, there's always a goal which is associated with it. The modern education system, somehow or the other, is targeted towards in a way that we can create a population which is totally into materialism. Right? That's the goal. Nobody can object to this. The entirety of education system is targeted towards is how do we enjoy better, how do we make more sophisticated cars or helicopters or aeroplanes or trains or whatever, or how do we build machinery to facilitate these things, or how do we build war machineries to protect ourselves better. Or so it's just a civilization which is focused on materialism, out and out, nothing else, totally into materialism. Vedic thought process, Vedic lifestyle, Vedic education system, all of them, the focus of that was not materialism. Of course, we need to have food to eat, we need to have a shelter, we need to protect ourselves, and all these things need to be happening for sure. However, the focus was not on that. The focus was on Krishna consciousness or spirituality in general. Srimad Bhagavatam describes Ataha Pumbhir Dvijashrestha Varnashrama Vibhagashaha Swanushtitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. The entirety of Varnashrama Dharma was built on this premise that the goal of life is to please Krishna, make Krishna satisfied. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. So the knowledge system or the schooling system or the education system was sort of is a byproduct of this thought process, which is the goal of life. So the education system was designed and devised in a way that the person's inherent nature to question and to seek and to actually reach out to the goal is kindled from the beginning. In our education system, we don't really kindle this sort of curiosity in the children. We tell them, oh, this is how it is. Just learn this, by heart this, do whatever, come write an exam, get scores. That's how we build exams. That's how we build our whole education system, wherein we just give them a lot of preconceived truths as truths. We don't let them explore further. Not in general. Some people do, but in general, we just teach them this is how it is. Vedic system, a person is encouraged to think beyond and can come to conclusions whatsoever as per the ability of the person, because the seeking is always towards what is truth. The question is what is truth? That's what they seek. What is truth? Because everything, whatever we see here, it's all temporary. This cannot be eternal. What is Sat really? That's the question which they seek. Sat comes, the same dhatu is Satya. What is it? What is that which is truth? Which is standing the effect of time, across time and space? What is that which remains? Why is it that everybody in life is searching after something which is so far for everyone? That desire which remains even after getting the best thing I wanted, still there is a void remaining. What are these things? Who am I? So these are the questions which people are encouraged to think. Research is done in a different manner than in the laboratories. The entirety of universe is your research lab. You go out and seek. Then you get your knowledge through your practice. And practice of austerity and dinacharya as a daily sadhana, these things are given higher importance than just mere brain ability or the memory ability, that how much can I remember? Right? What all can I compute in my brain? An aspect of being humble is associated with knowledge in Vedic knowledge system. Okay? Krishna tells in Gita, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Somebody who is having a characteristic of a Pandita or a knowledgeable person, there are two things which are associated with it. Vidya is the knowledge, which is on one end, but the other aspect of it is Vinaya. It has to be humble. So being humble doesn't mean that I feel that I'm a useless person having no idea of self-esteem or what. No, that's not what is humility. Humility is to understand who am I first. It begins with that. So somebody who is humble, and when that person gets knowledge, you can actually then figure out what's the next step themselves. So this way of learning is not just mere abilities or skills. You can develop skills and abilities, and you can see in the world so many people are so powerful, so famous, so knowledgeable, so much, but as individuals, they're just trash. Can't really live with them. The quality of life is, the sophistication is there, very high. The quality of life is here. Quality of consciousness is here. Right? So there is no real match between sophistication of life and quality of consciousness. There is this concept of, what exactly we perceive. Right? What should be richer? Should the consciousness, the quality of our character, should that be richer? Or the amount of money or the wealth which I possess, should that be richer? Right? So, simple living, high thinking, right? So the consciousness, the ability of our character, the development of our character, that's emphasized further than mere skills and abilities. That's how the system was developed. There is a huge difference between this versus modern system, wherein abilities and skills are valued high versus just the moral aspects of it, the character development associated with education. This is, nobody cares really. Right? So, coming back, in Vedic system, what would happen is a person, when he is 5 years kid, very young age, let's say, they would be left with a guru to seek knowledge. The guru would not be like, oh yeah, come here, I'll teach you everything. Guru would be like, okay, this is the psychophysical nature of this boy. I'll devise a plan in which this can be just going to the next level. His seeking ability, his character, his moral principles, the way he deals with life, all just go to the next level. One more step improved from where he's standing. Once he reaches there, Guru is constantly monitoring. Just okay, I'll now devise a study plan, switch from here, go to the next step. Eventually, steps leading to the perfection of human life. Right? Not just I'll have a better sophisticated life. That would be also a part of it. But along with that, everything else, specifically being spiritual and being a sensitive human being, were focused much more than how we emphasize it in modern times. So that's the foundational difference. The goal, what exactly is being achieved. In Vedic times, it is spirituality. Right now, it's absolute materialism. Hare Krishna.